Without further ado, let's get straight to the point. This video will teach you a simple and practical way to manage your money. I made this video because many people ask me about it, but I don't want to give you the complicated answer that financial advisors often give. They have complicated degrees and titles, but when asked how to manage their money, even those with PhDs get confused and give lengthy answers. Rather than using percentages, I prefer to set a fixed monthly spending limit. For example, no matter how much your income is, your spending is capped at Rp 10 million. The rest is invested. If it seems too good to be true, it probably is. With good financial literacy, crime rates can go down. I share this knowledge for free. All I ask in return is for you to share this video with someone else. The first rule of investing is to avoid losing money. And the second rule is to remember the first rule: avoid anything that promises unreasonably high returns. Also, be cautious of high management fees on investment products like mutual funds. High fees can significantly reduce your assets in the long run. This keeps your lifestyle the same, even if your income rises. You might think, I'll just invest the extra money. But if your income suddenly doubles and you still spend like before, you'll feel like you're not investing enough. However, with a fixed spending cap, you'll automatically invest most of your additional income. Having a separate bank account for expenses can help. You don't need to track your expenses in detail if you have a clear limit. You can still enjoy your hobbies, travel, or eat out as long as it's within the limit. What is the right investment portfolio? How do you calculate your net worth? What is the best savings plan? Invest in stocks and crypto. As you age, choose safer and less risky assets. This doesn't mean avoiding stocks entirely. At any age, you should consistently invest in the market over the long term, not try to guess the best time to buy. Automate your investments. As soon as you get paid, immediately set aside an amount for investment based on your plan. Many people say, I want to invest, but I'm waiting for the right time. There is no right time. Invest regularly and consistently. If you're an employee with a stable income, invest a portion of your salary every month. If you're a freelancer or entrepreneur, set aside a portion of your earnings after taxes. Today, I will show you a simple and easy to understand way on how I manage my money. I create a monthly asset tracker. This is like a personal balance sheet. Every month, I write down all my assets like stocks, mutual funds, cash in the bank, crypto, and property. Charlie Munger once said the 3 L's that can make you poor are ladies, liquor, and leverage. Debt makes it easier to spend money you don't have. Imagine if you have Rp 100 million in your bank account and you have to pay Rp 5 million in credit card debt. Your actual spending power is only Rp 95 million. Why should you be in debt when you can use cash? If you have trouble buying something, just wait until you have enough money. I pay off all my debts as quickly as possible. People without debt cannot go bankrupt unless they also lose their job and have no other source of income. When I was in college, I couldn't afford to buy a car, so I rented one. I didn't have enough money, so I couldn't pay for it up front. That's why I chose to rent. However, renting a house is not always a waste of money. Some people cannot afford to buy a house outright or get a healthy mortgage, so they rent. Then I list all my debts like credit cards and motorcycle installments. I set a cutoff date to update this tracker. So every month on that date, I review my assets and debts. This way I know my net worth and how it changed from the previous month. If my net worth decreases, I investigate why. Sometimes it's due to paper losses in the stock market, which is normal, but if it continues to decline, it's time to check my investments. Seeing your assets grow is motivating. I really emphasize living debt-free. My first point is to use a spending cap. My second point is investment allocation based on age. When you're young, you have more time and can take more risks. My third point is to avoid losing money. Do not be tempted by promises of high returns with little effort, such as 10 per month or trading robots. That's it. These are the 3 simple steps I follow in managing my finances.